Greetings to Dr. Baha. My name is Sujason Raj and I am going to be talking about stretch formers. This is a stretch former, also known as a stretch press. It is used in a metal forming process called stretch forming, in which a sheet metal is clamped along its edges and it is stretched over a male die. In this case right here, the male die moves upwards to stretch the sheet metal. Once this process is over, the sheet metal will take the shape of the male die. Here is an experiment I carried out to demonstrate how sheet forming works. So this aluminium foil represents a sheet metal which is clamped at both sides with two wooden blocks. Then it is stretched out and the die is pressed into it. You can see from this experiment that the shape of the die has transferred to the sheet metal. The amount of metal stretching is very important. If there's not enough stretching, the sheet metal will not take the shape of the die. If there's too much stretching, we run the risk of tearing the sheet metal. So here is an example of a stretch former machine. Here we can see a sheet metal which is being held by two gripping jaws, one on the left and one on the right, and the form die sits atop a press table which is driven by the ram into the sheet metal. This next example we see shows a similar concept but on a larger scale. A sheet metal is being held by two gripping jaws and the form die is being pushed into it by a ram. The advantages of stretch forming is that it allows manufacture of large parts with lower cost of manufacturing. The machining and assembly operations are also without deformation, and the workpiece has increased hardness. One of the disadvantages is that the strain distribution in the workpiece is not uniformly distributed. This can lead to springback and consequently a loss in dimensional accuracy. Stretch forming is primarily used to make aircraft wing skin panels, fuselages, as well as boat hulls. So that'll be all from me. Thank you very much for watching.